What's up? It's gonna be a little driving video. I'm gonna go get coffee, so do a nice little drive, I guess. Cleaned out the interior yesterday, so that's because of a brake light sensor. That's because my taillights are LCIs, and this is not an LCI car. That's because it's catless. That's because I have aftermarket wheels. All the lights will eventually be addressed, but for now they're not problematic, so it is what it is. I don't have TPMs in these wheels, so that's why that light's on and flashing, but that goes away. So and we're off. I kind of wish. Ooh, see? That's exactly what I was about to say. I kind of wish this was a little easier to see and not a 55-mile-an-hour road, but it is what it is. Now, I know this is pretty common knowledge, but for some reason, people still don't really go by it. If your car is not up to temperature, do not go into boost, and do not go like over 30% throttle, 40% throttle. Like, I don't know why people still do it, but people like ring their cars out when they're cold. It's like, brother, there's nothing good that can come from that. It's just everything that could go wrong is gonna go more wrong if you beat the piss out of your car while it's cold. Alright, now we're up to temp. So operating temp on these, if you don't have a temp gauge, like most R56s, the easiest way to tell is, I don't know, I mean, it might be harder with a stock exhaust, but like, as soon as the burbles turn on, that's how you know your car's up to temp. It's at 167 when the burbles turn on. So these cars run pretty hot. Most BMWs nowadays run pretty hot. This is a Peugeot BMW kind of like collab motor, I guess you could call it. They both have some parts on it. It's mainly a Peugeot motor though. But they run at like 222 to 226, so they run pretty hot. Now, you can tune them down so they run colder, so they won't run at like 190, but I would not do that unless you get a catch can. Now, you can get catch cans like cheap, and they're not that hard to install, but the reason that they run hot, or one of the reasons, is, I mean, they're more efficient, but they also burn off more carbon buildup if they run hotter, excuse me. They run hotter, you get less carbon buildup. Now, obviously, there's still a huge issue with R56s and carbon buildup. Like, you still get a ton of carbon, but that is one of the reasons they run hotter, is to try to combat that. But I don't know. I might tune mine to run colder because I have 2 catch cans, because Minis have 2 PCV valves, because just make everything harder than it has to be. But now this car also, it just happened, so I'm thinking about it. This car has hill hold, and I hate hill hold so much. But you can't turn it off. Like some of the newer cars, you can turn them off, you can leave it on, do whatever you want. But this car, you can't turn it off. At least I haven't found it. Maybe you can through Bimmer code, but I haven't. There's no like menu setting to turn it off, which is kind of annoying. That's a cool Saab. Got a light bar in the front too. Like I was saying in the other video though, I can't recommend one of these enough. They're such, like, they make like temp gauges that sit in the air vents. Like, they make air vent temp gauges and boost gauges and all that, but they're like $300 or $400 for one gauge. Like, you get like a boost gauge for $300 or $400. This is $70 and you get everything. I mean, this is not like, I have no sponsorship or anything. I just genuinely, it's a good product. secured. I'm leaving for New Zealand in 2 days, so I'm gonna be studying abroad there for 4.5 months, so I won't be able to really keep doing the R56 videos, but I'll try to do other stuff, but it is what it is. He's not gonna see me, but I appreciate it, brother. Before I leave, I think I'm gonna try to film I'm gonna try to record like a top, like I guess like a walkthrough of my modifications, and then like I guess in the same video I'll just say like if you had to get a couple mods, which ones you should get, because there are some that make a big difference, but there are also ones that people swear by that I didn't think really did that much. Like the noisemaker delete on the charge pipes, like maybe there's like a little bit more turbo noise, but I didn't think that that really made much of a difference in terms of intake noise. But some people swear by it, so. Now, I'm not sure the difference it does on the Cooper S. I haven't actually driven an R56 Cooper S. But at least on this car, there's a sport, so there's a traction control button right there, the dynamic traction control button, and then the sport button, which sounds so corny, but as soon as you press it, it gives like the craziest throttle response bump. Supposedly it spools, like it builds boost a little bit quicker. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard somebody say. But the throttle response is the like craziest part. It tightens the steering, I think, a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. I could be completely wrong, but it makes the car a lot more fun to drive, and it actually does work. As corny as like a sport mode button sounds. I mean, they all the cars nowadays have like different, you know, eco, sport, track, like they, you know, even fucking Hyundais have a track mode now, so I guess it's not that corny, but alright, let's get into some spirited driving, I guess. Yeah. They sit there sometimes. I thought that might have been a cop. Roads are a little wet, so I don't want to go crazy, but always brake on blind corners, always brake on blind hills. Drive normal. You can drive fast, just be smart about it. So many people are so stupid. Actually, I'm going this way. They can handle it. I think they're good up to around 260, but like 260, like you'll start to have some like pretty bad warping and cracking and issues. But I don't know, like some of the, like I think the N55 runs at like 245. go. It's like, brother, can you not wait 3 seconds to pull out? I don't want to have to slow down for you. This is just common courtesy. But, alright, that's going to do it. I'm almost home, so adios.